the Egyptian armed forces acted suspiciously docile. Why? Because it's part of a plan. And now, in the months to come, we can expect that there will be free and fair elections. And guess what's going to happen? The Islamic parties are going to win the election, yeah. And the Islamic parties are going to form the government, yeah. And then Israel is going to smile even more. Because once the Islamic government comes to Egypt, what's going to happen with Gaza? Can you imagine? The Islamic government in Egypt will have to support the Muslims of Gaza. Not only political support, but material support. And so Israel is going to say, these missiles now coming from Egypt. Huh? And Egypt is becoming a state that is supporting terrorism because Hamas has been branded a terrorist organization. And so Israel will get what is known as casus belli, justification for waging war on Egypt. And when Israel wages that war, then the territory of the state of Israel will expand to reach the river Nile, which means that Israel will take control of the Suez Canal as well. And Israel also has to extend its territory to the river Euphrates, which means the whole of Iraq and Jordan in between. So it's quite convenient to have the United States in control of Iraq already. So now we're beginning to understand that what is happening in the Arab world is part of a big plan. And the big plan comes out of the Torah. The Torah. In order for Israel to wage that big war against the Arabs and to expand its territory dramatically, Israel has to ensure that Muslims do not have any military capacity to threaten and to destroy Israel. There is only one weapon that Israel has reason to fear, and that is nuclear weapons. And the missile capacity to deliver a nuclear weapon. And who has that? Only Pakistan. Only Pakistan. So what they did 10 years ago, and they may have put it on the drawing board 20 years ago. What they did 10 years ago was to tell a big lie. No, sorry, more than a big lie. Because there are three categories of lies. There are ordinary lies, and then there's the big lies, and then there's 9/11. 9/11 was crafted to give the Americans and the British and NATO and Israel the opening to destroy Pakistan's nuclear weapons. It's very convenient to have Afghanistan as the location. Some people in a cave in Afghanistan are the ones who send the aeroplanes to attack the World Trade Center. Huh? You believe that? You have peanuts in your head. So that they could occupy Afghanistan. Afghanistan was not the target. No. Afghanistan is only the staging point for the target, which is Pakistan. And they've been waiting these last 10 years for the opportunity to move in and attack and destroy Pakistan's nuclear plants and nuclear weapons and denuclearize Pakistan. And they have a very important friend and ally supporting them in that struggle, and it's the Pakistan Armed Forces. There are some people who have less than peanuts in their head, who would have us believe that the Pakistan Armed Forces are the champions of Islam. And these people are going to conquer India. I don't know where they got that from. It belongs to Disneyland. Because the Pakistan Armed Forces has consistently been a friend of Israel. Consistently been a friend of Israel. And tomorrow when this lecture is on YouTube, the Pakistani people are going to be listening to it. They attacked Libya to assassinate the Libyan president. It's called state-sponsored terrorism. They say they have the green light from the UN Security Council. Russia says no. The rest of the world says no. If you have any kind of integrity, you should all withdraw from the UN now. I think it is easier for Russia to withdraw from the UN than these puppets who rule over the Muslims today. So, they made a mess of it. They killed Gaddafi's son, an innocent man, and they killed his children, innocent children. They have blood on their hands. They're murderers. And yet the Pakistan Armed Forces, we still support them. Oh yeah. So now they need something to cover their shame. They need something to divert public attention from the colossal shame of what they did in Libya. So conveniently, Osama bin Laden said, well, you can kill me now. How very convenient, eh? So that the attention of the world would be diverted from what happened in Libya. In order for Israel to wage the big wars, they have to take out Pakistan's nuclear weapons and nuclear plants. And they're just waiting for civil war to erupt in Pakistan. As soon as they get that excuse, they're going to move in. And when they destroy Pakistan's nuclear plants and nuclear weapons, the road will be clear for Israel to wage her big wars. As soon as those wars begin, you can say goodbye to Singapore. Oh yeah. They will have to break up Pakistan into bits and pieces to ensure that Pakistan never rises again as a nuclear power. So part of Pakistan going to India, another part going to the greater Afghanistan, another part becoming the independent state of Baluchistan, and the rump that remains under Indian hegemony. They don't like the government in Iran. They don't. Yes, it is a Shia government. You don't have to tell me that. I know it. But they don't like that government in Iran. And they want to do to Iran what they did to Afghanistan. So they can put a Karzai in charge of Iran. And that would be a truly Shia government that they can then use and exploit for their own purposes against the Sunni world. They can't do it with this government, because this government is sincere in its denunciation of Israel and its wickedness. this government in Iran is sincere in its support of the cause of the oppressed Palestinian people. To believe otherwise is sinful. So they will have to attack Iran and bring down this government, as they did with Afghanistan, and replace it with another government like Afghanistan, a Karzai government.